Good morning, I'm Olivia. Welcome to my SilverSneakers class, chair yoga class. Let's get started. All right. Settle into the back, that cushion chair. Close your eyes. Let the powerful jaw muscles relax and unclench your teeth. Feel the front of the body. You know when you put one of those heavy blankets on, how good it feels. So let that front body kind of sink to the back body here. Be sure the feet are on the earth, and if you need to scoot your backside forward a little bit to touch the earth, go ahead and do that. But let's be sure we're connected to the ground here. Take a very deep breath in, and take a long exhale. You can open the mouth if you'd like. And then just continue with your own breathing rhythm. Now in yoga, we're going to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose most of the time. That's going to keep warmth in the body and moisture. And you're going to find it very calming to the nervous system. The jaw relaxes and the shoulders relax. And now notice when you breathe, you're going to breathe into the base of the rib cage. So you're going to feel that belly move. And one more breath. All right, so I just want you to sit up away from the back of the chair and maybe a little hinge forward. And now I'm going to ask you to breathe into the back ribs. So that rib cage is going to expand up and back. One more breath. All right, so now I want you to breathe into the right rib cage. And then 2 breaths into the left rib cage. All right, and then eyes open. So I don't know if you were able to do that, but at the very least, it makes you think about your breath, doesn't it? Yeah. All right, let's slide the hands back by the crease of the hip. Draw the shoulders up, and then just let them release right back down, 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 down. And again, Artie, if you move a little bit to the left, I think you can see me better. Draw them up, crunch them up, and then just let them release down. Yeah, there you go. There you go. And I can still see Cindy in the back. Draw them up, and then release back down. All right, let's roll them around. I'm going to brush my legs out. So spend time and connect with your thigh muscles there. Push forward. And again. One more time. All right, and then reverse this. And slide the hands back up. Connect with the earth as you come back. And again. Keep going. And one more time. All right. Tipping the head over. Reach those left fingers down towards the ground. And then maybe tuck the chin back to the center of your little notch in the throat. And then slide the chin back up. Let's go the other way. Reach the fingers down. Tip the head over. And drop the chin towards that little notch in your throat. And come right back up. All right, now with your nose, I'm going to get you a chair. Make a figure 8 right in front. Down, around, and up and over. All right. I have one back here. I have one back here. I have one back. And again, down, around, up, and over. All right, feel that stuff in the side of your neck there. Yeah. Okay. and this goes with it. I wonder what the people in the video think is going on when I walk away. I'm back. Okay, so looking over the right shoulder, I'm actually going to take my fingers and give myself a little deeper stretch. And then come on back. Let's go the other way. I'm going to add my fingers. You don't have to do that. All right, and back to the center. Surrounding the kneecaps, deep breath in. Scoop that belly and roll back towards the tailbone. You should feel a great stretch down the back and between the shoulder blades. And then as you come back up, lift the heart, not the head. Think about lifting the heart, and the head will follow with that. Exhale, scoop the belly and around. Oh, that should feel extremely good. And then inhale some cat and cow every single day. All right. And again. And lifting up. All right. Left hand comes over onto that right knee. Now slide down that leg as if you were going to reach for your shoe. Come right back up. Deep breath in. You're going to turn the shoulders. Scoop the belly and round down. And then use that other hand, push back up. Keep it on there. You're going to take this as deep as you're comfortable. It doesn't have to go below the knee at all. You can reach all the way over towards the ankle if that feels good. But you should feel this nice stretch down the back. Come all the way back up. All right, clasp the hands, deep breath in. Exhale, separate the shoulder blades. Inhale over the head, open. Now imagine those elbows are going to touch right behind your back. Deep breath in, exhale. Press, separate the shoulder blades. Inhale, lift, and open. Deep breath in, exhale. Inhale, lift, and open. One more time, it's cracking and popping and all sorts of stuff, huh? And let's hold them out here. I'm going to take my feet a little bit wider. Coming down like I'm going to reach down to the ground for something and right back up. This is right here in the rib cage. Right back up. And again. And one more. All right, both arms up. And drop them to the back of your head. Now, if this is uncomfortable range of motion, please feel free to put them here on your shoulders or your hips. Lifting the heart. And then we're going to bring the elbows together. Mine aren't making it, but if yours do, great. Deep breath in. Open. Tucking the chin as well. And one more time. And exhale. All right. Release the hands. Press the knuckles back. And we'll circle sweep. Come all the way up. Deep breath in. Forward fold. Now look towards the toes. Maybe under the seat. And then we're going to halfway rise, slide the hands up the legs, reach into chair pose, reach to me, deep breath in. Let's go to the right and let the arms just float down. So we'll start with an easy twist here. Maybe turning the gaze towards the shoulder, that works. Maybe take that right hand and slide it into your back left pocket. It's up to you. And then slowly come back to the front. Let the spine straighten up again. Deep breath. Hinge forward, forward fold. Look to the toes. Maybe look underneath the chair. And then inhale, we halfway rise. Reach into chair pose. Reach a little bit deeper. All the way up. Turn to the left and they float down. All right. So you're looking to that left wall. Maybe turn the gaze. Look over the left shoulder. Straight spine. Straight spine. Maybe take that left hand and slide it into your back right pocket. A little deeper twist. And then slowly come back to the front. All right, deep breath in. Lift that right leg up. And now, another deep breath, and then I have to get off my tail here. Exhale, tuck the tailbone underneath you and roll back. And then as you inhale, extend that leg out. You need to use a hand, fine. One hand, no hands, doesn't matter to me. Exhale, I'm going to roll all the way back. Forehead comes towards the knee. Mine isn't making it, but that's work wherever you're comfortable. And exhale, scoop in that belly and out. All right, one more time. And out. Drop that foot down, keep the leg straight. I have a bend in it. And then I'm going to hinge forward. Okay, just like we do before. Look towards the toes. And then bring the heart forward. Oh yeah, that's when you'll feel that little stretch. Release back down. Use those hands and push up around the spine. Bring that leg with you this time. Breath in. Exhale, scoot back, forehead towards the knee. Inhale out. One hand, two hands, no hands, doesn't matter. Exhale in. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Last one. Exhale. Lower it down slowly. It's going to pull you forward here a little bit. Little bend in the knee. Hinge at the hip. I'm going to use my hands right here on the leg. Look down towards the toes. As you look forward, bringing the heart forward, you'll feel a little deeper stretch there. Actually, kind of, let's move the foot around here a little bit. So bring that across the midline and then out. Ooh, you feel different sensations there. All right, and then use this hand, release down, push, roll the spine up. Deep breath in. Let's take the hands right here, thumbs in the crook of the elbow. Yeah, feet on the ground once again. We're going to exhale, stretch the fingers to me, and I'm going to roll back. Inhale, lift up and over. Circle sweep. We're going to stand up, so get your feet underneath you. Hands on the thighs if you need it. We rise up. Deep breath. Reach for that wrist. Palm to the ceiling. A little arc over. Lifting the elbow. Ooh. And then the other side. Elbow lifts. Ooh, that should feel good. All right. And then release back down. Little shake out. Side to side. All right, and then I'm going to grab my thumb. I call this keyhole. Reach to the ceiling. Take your feet comfortably apart. All right. I'm going to really slowly release back down and then round the spine and roll back up. Deep breath in. Exhale down, nice and slow. Roll back up. One more time with your breath. Nobody gets dizzy. We go nice and slow. And twinkle your fingers down. All right. Let's go around the back of the chair. Get yourself a drink of water. If you didn't bring water with you, there's always a water fountain over there. And anytime you need to sit down, don't feel like you have to take all these standing postures for the next half an hour, 20 minutes. Please feel free to sit down anytime. Okay. Downward facing dog. Important we get this down. Hands on the chair. Walk the feet back. The hips are going to be on top of the feet right there, and then you lower the heart towards the earth. Bring your navel towards your spine. Point that tailbone to the back wall. Now, depending on the flexibility in your shoulders, you're going to lower the heart towards the earth. Don't let the head fall below the arms there, though. Breathing deep. All right. Bend the knees deeper. Take the hands back on the thighs. And then I'm going to straighten my arms, bring the heart forward. I'm looking out to the side here. Me, not you. Yeah. And then exhale, round the spine. So we'll take some standing cat and cow. Look back towards the thigh muscles. Inhale, bring the heart forward. Yep. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, bring the heart forward. Exhale, round the spine. Take a breath into the back ribs. And then exhale, roll back up. So seated cat and cow, standing cat and cow. All right, now come into mountain pose. Feet are underneath the sit bones here, so my feet are comfortably apart. And then let the tailbone draw downward towards the earth. All right, not underneath you, just downward towards the earth. The belly is pulled in. The heart lifts. Collarbones broaden here. And then tuck the elbows in towards the waistline a little bit. So that's going to turn the palms forward ever so slightly. Stretch the crown of the head to the ceiling. You're standing as tall as you possibly can. Now, I'm going to say, close your eyes. If you want to, if you need the chair, go ahead and touch your fingertips there. This chair is always going to be here for balance. Close your eyes. 2 deep breaths. Yep, It's an active posture and you're working at it. All right, eyes open, deep breath in. And bring the hands back to the heart. I'm simply going to sink into my knees a little bit deeper and lift the right heel. All right, ooh, lower that, lift the left heel. I need to stretch that foot too. If you're in your shoes, it's a little more challenging. Let's go back to the other side. So when you're home in your bare feet, try it. And again. All right, let's go back to the right foot. You can use the hands on the chair if you'd like. I'm going to slide that foot out behind me and turn that toe out. Now you may want to take a little wider stance here. Gives you a little easier balance. Front knee over the ankle, back leg is straight. You may also want to bring the knee in. That's okay too. All right, but here we are. Body is up right now. Reaching to the ceiling, open the arms. Ooh, elbows are going to stretch to the side walls. Let the heart move forward a little bit more. The elbows move back. Now, we're going to cross them in front. Elbows, or my knuckles are going to squeeze. The elbows are going to squeeze in. They got a great stretch across the back. Bring the elbows to me. Maybe touch the chair. Lift right back up and come right back to warrior one. Open wide. Deep breath in. Cross the other hand in front. Elbows in, elbows to me. Maybe touch the chair. Use one hand on the chair if you need to. It's okay. Circle sweep. Step both feet together. Reach to the ceiling. All right, we're going to take the other side. Hands to the heart. Sink into the knees. My left heel lifts up. And then I'm going to shoot it back. Use the chair if you need to. Rising up. Turn the palms out, elbows back. Bring the heart forward here. So the shoulder blades are going to squeeze together in the back. Nothing's changing here. Knee over the ankle. All right, we cross the hands. Knuckles squeeze, elbows squeeze. Elbows come to me. Reach towards the chair. Maybe you touch it, maybe you don't. Use it all the way up and open. All right, we're going to put the other hand on top. It's hard to remember, huh? And all the way up. Circle sweep, step both feet in. Deep breath. Reach. Upward salute, take the gaze up. Reach a little bit higher, like you can't quite get what's in the top shelf. And then hands to the chair, back to downward facing dog. Soften the knees, lower the heart towards the earth. Turn the tailbone to the back wall as best you're able to. Soften the knees to do that. Bring the hands back to the thigh muscles. Let's reverse swan dive back up. I'm going to lead with the back of the hands going up. And now, forward fold all the way down. My knees are bent and I've hinged at the hip. Inhale, halfway rise. Slide the hands to the belly of the quadricep muscles, squeezing the thigh bones, or the shoulder blades together. Bring the belly in. Looking right at the back of the chair, and then we're going to circle sweep. You're going to pick something up, reach it to the ceiling, and all the way down. Lovely. All right. Drink of water. All right, and back to the front of the chair. Now, I'm going to ask you to step your feet wider than chair width apart if you can. If you don't like the chair width, that's fine. But if you can step into the outside of the legs of the chair, great. And for the most part, toes are facing the front. They can turn out a little bit. That's fine too. I'm just not coming all the way out wide. Okay, so we're going to take a wide squat first. So bending both knees, using the hands to help you back up if you need them. Notice the tailbone is going to go back and you're going to come forward. It's going to look a lot different than when we take our goddess pose. Sinking down, chair is always there, and push back up. And one more time. And push back up. One-legged squats. So we're going over to the right leg. My left leg is going to stay straight, pass through the center. And then the other side. Pass through the center. Keeping both feet on the floor is very important. You have a little inner thigh stretch when you do that. And send the hips way back. Yeah. Nice. Nice. One more time. All right, let's change this up. Let's bring the heels in and the toes out. So now when we bend our knees, I want you to keep the shoulders on the wall behind you. All right? And again, let's add some breath with this. Exhale. Inhale right up the center. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. It makes you slow your breath and the movement down, I think. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Bring the hands back to the heart. Turn that left toe to the front. Turn the right toe to the right wall. And sink into that right knee. So once again, front knee is over the ankle. Back leg is straight. Readjust as you need to. All right, I'll give you a minute. You can bring that foot forward if that makes a little broader base for you. That's fine. Now, hinging at the hip. So nothing's changing at the low half of my body, all right? And if you need one hand on the chair, go ahead and drop it. We'll do the other side, and then you'll use the other arm, so it's okay. Again. Very nice. I hope everybody's breathing. All right. Now, I am going to put my left hand on the chair and reach that right arm up. Maybe sink that front knee just a little bit more. Oh, good. Everybody did that. Perfect. Look down from whence you came. So look to your back heel. And then look to the front arm again. Both arms are going to come up. I'm going to turn both toes to the front. And we come into star pose. So drop your shoulders again. All right. Let's come into our squats. Once again, you may want to readjust your feet a little bit. Squatting down, coming back up, and then again. These are just wide-legged squats here. And again, remember what we call these? The muscles of independence. Get you up the stairs, in and out of your car, in and off the toilet. Yeah. Allows you to live how you've been living. And one more time. All right, so let's take those side lunges. So tailbone goes back, and we really load up this leg. Come back to the center. Send the hips way back and back up. You can use the hands on the chair. You can use them on the thigh. I'm going to try this. Arms out and back up. It's up to you entirely. Nice. 2 more. And last one. All right, coming back, turn that right toe, sink into that right knee, arms out. Now, if you had one hand on the chair, be sure you use the other arm this time. And hinge, just tap. And just tap. I just want you to notice that it's right here in the rib cage. Nothing's changing here, right? And again. Nice. All right, one more time. And we're going to hold this reverse, peaceful warrior, sun warrior. Look down towards the toes from whence you came, I say. And then look towards the hand. Use the chair if you need to. I'm going to ask everybody to bend that front knee a wee bit deeper. Yeah. Don't send it over the toe, but bend it a wee bit deeper. Breathing. We got balance there. Core muscles are firing on. The feet are pressing down. And come back to thank you. My words left me. Circle sweep down, and right back up. And again, we exhale. Inhale. One more time, hinging at the hip, and up, still getting a squat in there. And hands to the heart. Walk your feet in. Downward facing dog. Step one back. Feet are underneath the hips, soften your knees, lowering the heart towards the ground as best your shoulders will allow. Belly pulled in, breathe into the back ribs. Feel that back expand. One more, just like that, belly pulled in. All right, hands back on the thigh muscles. Reverse swan dive all the way back up. And down. All right, grab a drink of water. Back, nice, nice. So from mountain pose, once again, I just want you to step that right foot back. So it's just like I caught you in the middle of a walk. Both feet are flat on the ground. Toes, for the most part, are facing straight ahead. And then let that tailbone draw towards the ground. We tend to want to sit back into this. So tailbone to the ground and let the hip bones come on high beams here, okay? Instead of here. High beams. Yeah, deep breath in. Reach to the ceiling. Pyramid pose with extended namaste. Let's bring the hands back to the heart. And I'm just going to push forward on the front and then roll back and lift the toe. Stretch the calf. And again, push forward. So yeah, it's balance and keep that chair handy if you need it. And again, push forward and back. All right, we're going to take this a little bit deeper. Push forward. I'm going to step that foot back and roll the toe up and look downward. And then again, push, maybe lift that back foot and then roll back. And again, and readjust yourself there. So we turned it into a little bit deeper than we were doing. And again, all right, and now we're gonna hold this upward motion here. So we tend to turn this toe out to the side. What I want you to do is turn that toe right to the ground. Soften that knee you're standing on. And you've got the chair right here. Straighten your arms out here. So get yourself at a distance. You have straight arms. Then we're gonna bend the knee and come right back up. I don't mean the knee. Bend the elbows, soft knees. Bend the elbows and keep the elbows tucked in next to your body. We tend to want to do this because the body always wants to be lazy and shoulders are going to be stronger than tricep muscles. All right. You need to put that foot down in the back. Go ahead. That's all right. Sinking down. Rise back up. And one more. And let's stay in this forward motion. Now, if you want this foot down, go ahead and put it. Maybe one hand comes to your heart. I have a bend in my front knee. I've pulled my navel towards my spine. And maybe the upper hand can come up. You need to touch that toe down in the back. Go ahead. Bring that foot in, reach to the ceiling, and down. That's warrior 3. Yeah, nice work. Okay, so both feet together. Let's take the other side. So first we'll start with just easy pyramid pose. Feel nice and grounded on both feet. Soles of the feet are on the ground. Tailbones tucking underneath you. You're getting a nice stretch here in this hip flexor. Extended namaste. Arms come up. Press the heel of the hand together. Press the fingertips. Feel the shoulders, the arms work. And then bring them down. All right, we're going to rock forward. And then sit back. Ooh. And again, chair if you need it. And back. It's like you're cracking in your sneakers. Okay, begin to take this a little bit deeper using the chair. Lift. And roll back. Point that tailbone to the back wall there as you do it so you really feel that lengthen down the back of the leg. And again, maybe that foot's going to lift. Maybe it's not. It can stay on the ground. That's fine. And again, but you should feel a nice lengthen down the back of the leg here. And working the glute and the hamstring in the other one. All right, so come up nice and tall here. Straighten the arms. And now I want you to imagine you've got glue on your arms here. And you're going to glue them to the side of the body because they're going to want to do this, right? Glue them in. And then just hinge. Maybe you lift that leg, maybe you don't. It's up to you entirely, but those elbows are squeezing in on your rib cage. And lift. Turn that toe to the ground, all right? Not out to the side. And one more time, we're going to hold this here. All right, firm up the legs, squeeze them together. Maybe one hand at the heart. You're bringing the heart forward here. So watch this rounded body, yeah. And then maybe you find balance. Maybe you need that toe on the ground. And then push up both feet together. Step back from the chair, forward fold. halfway rise, and circle sweep all the way up. Lovely. You've got this big beach ball up here, over to one side. We're going to swoop down, take it to the front and to the other side. And then back the other way. All right. Drop it behind you, fingertips on your shoulders. Lift the heart and get a little stretch into those triceps there. All right. Give yourself a hug too. And then up and around. All right. So we're going to take one more posture today. And it's a version of humble warrior. Don't worry, Paul. Okay, you're going to turn that right toe out and then let that knee come over the ankle, over the arms. Warrior two, right? Lovely, easy enough stuff. I need a deep breath in and bring the hands back to the heart. Settle the shoulders down, head over heart over pelvis. I say don't be anxious where you're going, so we're not leaning into this. We're going to stay right, head over heart over pelvis. I'm going to take my left hand to the chair. I'm going to take my right hand to the right thigh. And I'm going to look over to the right diagonal here, as if there's something on the ground about 3 feet in front of me, using my hands as support. And then that little mouse that was there is scampered back by my left toe. So I'm going to look back to my left toe. Tucking the chin, pull the belly in. You're going to really feel that weight. You have loaded up that right leg there. All right, look back to that mouse. Just move back off to the right and push right back up. Easy enough, huh, Paul? Yeah. Okay, so we're going to do it again on the same side. I'm going to add another variation to it. You're going to take this right hand and slide it into your back pocket. You may go back to using both hands though. Okay, same thing. You're going to look over to the right, and then tuck the chin, almost as if it's called a humble warrior. So it's like you're bowing your head. Look back to the toes. Notice that front knee is over the ankle. Lifting the head back, and come on back up. Turn the toe to the front. Feel that leg really load up with weight, right? We're not going to stay there long. We're going the other way. I'm going to sink into that knee. And again, open the arms wide. Beautiful warrior two. Man, y'all have got this down. Really nice. Head over heart over pelvis, looking right straight to me. Okay, beautiful. Deep breath. And open the arms. All right. Right hand on the chair, left hand on the leg. And you're going to look off to the left, about 3 feet in front. So this knee is going to be over the ankle. It's not moving. It's going to stay there. And then tuck the chin. Look back to the back heel. Humble warrior. Lift the head. Use that left hand. Push yourself right back up. Come back to warrior two. Readjust your feet as you need to. Beautiful. Let's get that breath in. And down. Okay. Right hand. I'm going to take my left hand, slide it into my back pocket. All right. Just going to roll that shoulder around. Lead with the heart going over to the left. Loading up that front leg there. And you find that range of motion where you say, okay, that's enough for my left leg. Tuck the chin, look back towards that back toe. Lifting the head and push right back up. Warrior two, so don't straighten that front leg. Arms out. Yes. Lifting. Toes to the front. Walk your feet in. Give them a little shake. That's a lot of work on the legs. Good work. Very nice. Good variation. Let's have a drink of water. Have a seat. All right. And taking the feet wide, first, let's just head around here. So you're going to spiral that body around these hips here. And whatever is accessible to you, you can take it deep if you'd like. You can drop one shoulder and then the other shoulder and come back up. Or you can simply take a little spiral up top. Am I crazy here or does this feel good? Okay, good. And let's go the other way. Isn't that a song? If it feels good, do it.
Yeah.
Oh dear. The 60s, I think, right? All right, so from this position, we're going to keep the feet wide. We're going to drop this knee down towards the earth. Now, don't slip off the chair, so you may want to readjust yourself there. And then I'm going to take my left hand over my right thigh and look behind, using the chair any way you need to for balance, for support. All right, on back to the front. Same thing on the other side. Readjust yourself as you need to. Right knee drops down. Use the hand on the chair, on the leg, both, and then turning the gaze. So you've got a great twist going on here. And breathe. That's okay. It's tough on the side here. It's very tough. All right, and come on back to the front. All right. Drop your elbow down and keeping that hand up. Let's reach right to the ceiling. That's kind of variation of seated triangle pose, really. Maybe turning the gaze towards the hand, so a little work on the neck. Look down towards the elbow. And then look to the front of the room. Let's drop this arm down and around. And let it pull you right back up. Seated star pose. Other side. Resting the elbow right there. Hands, palms facing up. And reach that arm, if that's accessible to you, right to the ceiling. You can always take the hand down. Turning the gaze if you can. And then look down towards the elbow, towards the crook of the elbow. And back up, both arms up. Seated star pose. Clap your hands. And all the way down, walk your feet in. All right. Let's take one foot out in front, holding on to the chair here. And I'm going to use my left foot on the ground and push into it. And I'm going to use my hands and push in it and maybe lighten up the seat. Now you have choices. You can lift all the way up, or you can just simply rock back. Lift the heart, though, keeping the chin tucked as you lift up. And release. All right, let's take the other side. We'll release in the wrist. Maybe shoulder blades come apart. Other side. Toes facing the ceiling. I'm going to push into my right foot. Right hand. Roll the shoulders around. Push into the heel hand. Lighten up on the seat a little bit or lift. It's up to you entirely. Reverse plank. And then feet back down. Okay. Now back on the seat, and I'll teach you. Don't fall forward. I put one of those great big fit balls like we have in the gym. I'm going to round over it. Now take your hands and push them into the shins right here. It's going to keep the shoulders pressing down. Navel in, breathe into the back ribs. Feel them lift to the ceiling. And then exhale. What I want you to feel is that low back space open up again. And down. All right. Belly in. Roll the spine back up. Nice and tall. Right leg up. I'm going to cross it over. And keep that foot flexed. Down on the ground. If you've been told not to cross the midline, that's fine. I'm just going to start with this right here. Deep breath in, long spine. And add this rotation to it. Okay, with this right hand, slide it into your back left pocket. Maybe over to the left hip. Now with with the left hand, put it on your right hip. So you've got a nice bind going on here. Yeah. Deep breath. Feel how challenging the breath is when you've got this twist going. Slowly come back to the front. We're keeping spine healthy today. We'll lift this leg up. And again, these toes are going to draw back towards the knee. That's because my floor's turning. All right. So again, if this is not accessible, put the foot down. It's just fine. You can support the leg and you can open it. Press that low back forward. Maybe hinge forward. Each piece I add is going to make it a little more challenging. So work where you're comfortable. Breathe. All right, come coming right back up. Let's release this down and we'll take that other leg up and over. Again, down on the ground is just fine. Toe stays flexed. Left hand, inhale, long spine. Left hand's going to come over by the right hip, and my right hand is going to reach to my left hip. And then using the fingers, let that head add to your twist there a little bit. I'm looking towards the left wall. Fill the lungs with as much breath as you can in this position. All right, and slowly come on back to the front. We'll take this piriformis stretch. This is another one you should do every day. Again, support it, open it, press that low back forward, sit tall. And then see if you can let the muscles in that hip just relax so those muscles will stretch. All right, both feet on the ground. Push on back to the back of your chair. Take the legs out. Before you sit back in the chair, let's just take the legs out, and if they need to lower down, that's fine to be comfortable. Reach to the ceiling, we call this L-sit. Isn't that cute? Yeah. Mice in the hall, feet up. And all the way down. All right, push the low back into the chair. Push the middle back, the upper back. Tuck the shoulder blades underneath you. Open your eyes wide. Scrunch your face up. And then just let it relax. And we come into a few minutes of stillness at the end now. And notice if you feel different than when you started. Notice how good it feels to take that deep breath. And to wiggle your fingers. Maybe circle the wrist as well. And then let's rub the hands together and see if you can create some heat in them. I say before, the dirtier they are, the quicker they get hot. Yeah. And then put it on a part of your body where you feel like you need today. And then back to just wiggling your fingers and toes. Keep them in your lap for a moment. I've read this before, but it struck me today. Yesterday, as our granddaughter was baptized, and I sat there as a grandparent in another generation in a congregation full of grandparents. Blessed be the work of your hands, O Holy One. Blessed be these hands that have touched life. Blessed be these hands that have nurtured creativity. Blessed be these hands that have held pain and embraced with passion. Blessed be these hands that have tended gardens. Blessed be these hands that have closed in anger. Blessed be these hands that have planted new seeds and harvested ripe fields. Blessed be these hands that have cleansed, washed, mopped, and scrubbed. Blessed be these hands that have become naughty with age. that are wrinkled and scarred from doing justice. Blessed be these hands that have reached out and been received. Blessed be these hands that hold the promise of the future. Blessed be the work of your hands, O Holy One. And hands at your heart. Remembering a heart of peace shall give life to the whole body. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you all. Wasn't that lovely? I just love it.